We've got a very special one today. We've got a 2025 Western Star, one of the 16 we have scheduled to be delivered. So let's go take a look at it. A couple of years ago, they totally changed the body style on these things. This one just got delivered a couple days ago, maybe a week ago. We haven't done anything to it yet. We've got all our decals in and everything, and we'll get those in and truck in service here very soon. But it's got the plastic still on it, so you guys are the first ones to see it, just along with me. I really haven't taken a real close look at them yet. But these new body styles, really the new years, are just, it's a lot cooler looking. I think it looks tougher, but it comes with many different options that we didn't have before. You know, starting at the back, we put headache racks on all our trucks, so this truck will have a big headache rack. And for those that don't know what that is, it's a box really that sits on your frame right here, and it stores all your equipment. But these new ones, what they have is they have these auxiliary packs. I don't know if that's the technical term for it, so the professionals out there can correct me, but it's really replacing an APU. So an APU is a auxiliary power unit, and that's what we've had on all of our other trucks because that's been the only other way to really power our trucks. So what that has looked like in the past is you spend $10,000. That's how much they are, $10,000, and they would sit here on the side of the frame rail. Obviously there's not enough space here, but you get the idea. It would sit here or on the other side depending on your truck. And it runs your truck at night when your truck's shut off, so it eliminates your idle time. So you're supposed to save fuel. A lot of guys, you know, especially old school, is you just leave your trucks running through the night, especially when it's hot, when it's cold out, and you need heat, AC, your fridge needs to run, you need a microwave, there's TVs in here. So you have to have a lot of power to supply that. So instead of running your truck, they were putting APUs on the trucks. And we've done that for years too, because that was the best option to save cost. Now we're no longer. So the trucks, you can buy them from the factory with these units, and it's built into the truck and it works off a battery system. So really when you get to the truck stop, you can turn your truck off and you will still have power, heat, AC. You can run your microwave, your fridge never turns off. So you'll have power through the night, and it's connected with the motor on the truck. So when it realizes that the battery system is going low from using the power, the truck will automatically start, recharge the system, so you never even have to think about it. I think it's good for like 11 or 12 hours. You correct me if I'm wrong, but it's a really good system. We've had really good luck with them. We've only had one other grouping of trucks that is this body style that comes with this option, and it's worked out perfect. So it's been great for us. But they come from the factory kind of like you see. Like I said, we still got plastics on the chrome. We'll have to peel all this off. These new boxes are nice, much bigger. When we get close here, Elijah, much bigger than I think the other ones. So you got plenty of space in there for your straps. Obviously we would put all of our chains and stuff in the headache rack, but guys do, you know, different layouts for different layouts work for each guy. So whatever floats your boat, but be good securement. Obviously right here you got lines laying out. So here's your power line and airlines. So it'll go to the pogo stick there. You'd put your headache rack here, and then that's where you would connect your lines to connect to the trailer when your trailer's hooked up. So obviously you've got all your adjustments here, your fifth wheel. So for those that don't know too, this is your fifth wheel. So this is what the Kingpin connects to on your trailer. But obviously you have different settings here, so you can move it forward, move it backward. Technically this is in the farthest back position right now. You could move it all the way forward, and what that would do is it pushes weight forward onto your front axle if you needed to adjust your weights at all. This is a 20,000 pound steer axle. You can see the front wheel looks different. A lot of the standard trucks have the big big wheels. This is a heavy duty front axle, can handle up to 20,000 pounds. You see the body style is way different. I've always thought it was cool, these headlights here. When I first learned about this, I believe the metric is that it can melt 15 millimeters of ice in like 30 or 40 minutes. But yeah, they're heated. They're heated. So that's nice. Keep them warm. Obviously, get the ice off the truck. You have to be able to have all your visibility. Big front bumper. Obviously, grating here protects the lights. Some fog lights down there. Just tough looking. Let's see what it looks like inside. You got these side boxes here. To open up these side boxes, well, a lot of those other Western Stars, you could open them from the outside. These ones, it's kind of like the other model trucks. You have the baggage openers right there. You got an inverter in the back. Comes with the triangles. That's nice. You have to have these. If you ever break down there you have to have them on the road. You have to have a fire extinguisher in your truck. It even comes with lights in here. That's cool. Inverter power in the back. Will be the same thing on the other side, and the other one will be mainly storage. We can look at that. Let's go see what the other one looks like. Those side boxes are used a lot of times for storage. They're really good for like stick flags, hang flags, oversized signs. Guys put their own tools, like their own little tool boxes in there, so because it's locks, so it's a nice thing to have. But that one, it's got the inverter in it. Let's see what we've got over here. Yeah, okay, so this one's completely open. So airlines, is that an extra electrical line? Yeah. Grab handles. They didn't come with it on. It's nice. These new ones have, well, for a few years now, they got rubber grips. If you're a driver out there, you could probably tell a story how you've grabbed a grab handle before where there was all the just metal. Your hands slip really easily. What we'll do with these is there's nothing to grab going up. So since we put headache racks on, what we'll do is we'll mount these to the side of the headache rack, because the headache rack will come to about here. And that's why we're not going into the truck. We'll grab it on the headache rack, and then you have something to pull yourself up with. Just notice it comes with some floodlights on the side too. More room for storage over here. These come all the way off. Sometimes they would flip down, but these Western Star ones, they just come all the way off. I guess it's fine. You just gotta have somewhere to put it. Don't drop it. It sits in a tray there. Let's see. Let me see if I can open this up, Elijah, if I can, real quick for the video. I'm sure the drivers are probably interested to see this. Let's see. I am able to. So, removable catwalk. Look at that. Let's scoot this out of the way, because this might make more sense to the people who are interested. So, get up close here, Elijah. You see under here, it says this is not a step. Let's see if I can open this. See in there? So you've got 4 batteries. So this truck comes with an additional battery system. So when I was just speaking about this unit here, I said it runs off batteries and it will charge. It doesn't run off the main truck batteries. It has another power source. So these batteries will be charged all the time. And then at night, if they were to go down, that's when the truck would notice it, start automatically, recharge this system, and it's not messing with your batteries that are underneath your step box, just like all the other trucks. Let's see. Kind of a pain in the butt here. Guess it works. It's kind of nice. All right, let's check out the interior here. You want to jump in there, Elijah? I'll get in the driver's side. See what goodies we have. Smells new. New truck smell. Smells kind of like a new car does. Let's see what they left us. Airlines. So, again, for those that may not know, truck drivers know what this is, but it's coming obviously supplied from the dealer. I guess when you buy new, I didn't know, but these lines you can connect to your truck. So these trucks run off air. So air brakes, air suspension. So we have air tanks on these trucks. You can connect to it, and this is just a gauge to fill up your tires. So you can connect to the truck if you had a low tire and fill up the air yourself. Manual books. Look at that. This is cool. Custom engineered for TransUnited Inc. That's cool. Little metal piece coming from the dealer. That's neat. Find somewhere to put that. So kind of comes standard here. You got a spot for your CV. You're missing something here, obviously. It is a automatic. So shut the door, get the wind out. Most of all trucks, whether really I don't have a strong opinion because I don't drive. Whether you like it or not, most trucks and most brands are all moving automatic. It's just what the industry's doing. These new automatic transmissions are unbelievably impressive. We have really no problems out of them. Again, it's more of a preference thing. Some guys like them, some guys don't. I know it's kind of an old school mindset. They have to be shifting gears, and I understand it too, but I don't make the trucks. So just the way everything's moving, and it's going to get more and more like that as time goes on. Even these heavy haul trucks, such as this one, it's going to move automatic. So let's look at it here. Get some power to it. Gauge cluster here, gauge clusters there. Obviously you have a bunch of settings here. Your trailer brake, it's right there. Let's turn off the radio here. Yeah, look at that. It's all touch. Everything's touch screen. It's like having an iPhone. So you have your gauge clusters there, oil pressure, fuel, your depth gauge, RPMs, miles per hour, your air gauge for your air, water. So the simple ones. Looks like we've got it does come with an electronic dash, and you can you see that up there? You can change your settings, any alerts, radio, your dash brightness, lighting, time. Shows what axles are locked, if any. Your DPF, filter, soot level, so that way you know when to start a regen. Axle pressures, gauges. That's cool. Speedometer. So this truck's got 730 miles on it. That's cool. Got some electronics there. Obviously the dash. It's fancied up with the chrome stuff. I guess it's kind of like a, what is that? Like a flattened, kind of like worn chrome. There's a term for it. I don't remember what it is. Trailer brake. So this is what I was saying. Trucks run off air. So parking brake for your tractor. So it's out to apply. If I push it in, it would be released. That's like turning your brake off if you push it in. Same with the trailer. Trailer brake, you have a handbrake here for your trailer. Dome lights, sleeper lights, footwell light, dash lights. So your lights are here, more lights here. Beacon lights on the top, auxiliary highs, utility lights. That must have been what we saw on the back of the cab. Pre-trip. So that's cool. This is something cool. I don't have do I have a fob with me? No. These new trucks, they come with a fob and you can press a button. It can do your pre-trip for you. So you can go outside. All your lights will flash at different times. The horn will honk. Your backup alerts will go on. All out sits here, so you can do a full pre-trip. You know, where guys used to have to pull a bungee cord around the brake, make sure lights work. It does all that for you, so it's cool. Obviously your hazards, light test, wheel spin. Not sure what that is. Can't see. One, engine start, regen, engine fan. Then here you have your axle lock. So front differential, you can see there. Front diff, inner axle, rear diff, suspension dump, fifth wheel. So that's how to unlock your fifth wheel to let it slide like we kind of showed. And then some more switches. Then just your outlets, USB right there. And that's like the new iPhone charger, I think. USB-C. Yeah. Now, you guys don't see anywhere to shift it. Shifting is almost like a... here, let's see if we can get the truck on. Let me shut this door. So to start this truck, you just try to start it. Nothing happens. This engine start button, I don't know if this is like a theft feature or a safety feature. I don't know. If you guys know, put it in the comments, because I'm not smart enough to know. But you have to hit the switch and then turn the key, or else the truck won't start. So it can definitely catch you off guard if you're not used to it. So as far as shifting this truck, as you want to come up here, it's all right here. I don't know if you can see in there. Obviously neutral, drive, reverse. So I can switch it into drive. Now it's in gear. See? Shift into neutral. I've got the parking brake set still. Reverse. You do have an option here, manual and automatic. So you can see your gears with your plus and minus here. You do have the option to shift up and shift down. So you can shift it yourself if you choose to. I will just say that, you know, it could be helpful if you're in a situation or a job site where you have to really creep. I think one of these buttons was something of that nature. I'd have to look into it. But a lot of times with the automatics, the trucks can feel jerky at a dead stop. Whereas with your shifting, you know, you can put it in low gear and just ease off the clutch and just move real slow. So if you needed to, you can choose your own gear, get it in, you know, a low gear, and just kind of let it glide the best that you can. Let's see what's in the back here. You got storage. Regular storage compartments. I mean, that's kind of standard in all the trucks. This is obviously more, that's carpet in there. More storage there. But if you switch me sides, let's check out the back. Big area. I'm not the tallest guy. I'm like 5'9". I still got quite a bit of headroom. Big area back here. You see, you got drawers for storage. This is like a closet right here on this side. More storage on the top. Your standard drawer that comes out, paperwork. I think that's always been in almost every truck I've ever been around in my life. More storage there. Then down here is your fridge. So, and then up here is just a little freezer area. So they'll come from the factory like that. Here's an area for your microwave. You see a strap for it, and then you have your outlet. So you can put a microwave in there, and then obviously it just plugs right into the truck. Speakers in the back, that's nice. What you do have too, if you can see, is you have TV mounts. So these actually come from the factory with TV mounts. So you can just buy a TV and screw them in. A lot of them are universal. You can screw them in and it can just be there. You don't have to worry about drilling into the side of the truck. Other than that, what does this do? Let's just pick this up. Oh, wow. Some more storage. So some of the other Western Stars, this would be open where my foot is, and you could get down there a little bit. I haven't seen it where it's almost like its own compartment. You've always been able to lift the bed and get to your side boxes, so that's those boxes we open, but my first time seeing this, so that's kind of nice. It's kind of secret. You put your personal stuff back there. I have no idea what this is. Something to do with the truck, obviously. But that's nice. It's a good piece of storage. Locks in place and it comes with a mattress. Spend all that money, you get a mattress. And let's see. The last thing we can kind of look at, actually, if you want to come back here, is, let's see if we can get this. Look at that. Be creative. So you, here, climb up here and see all this. This is where that auxiliary pack works off the back. So I got a light on it because I don't know what you guys can see in the video. But here's all your thermostats. So obviously heat and cool, your air pressure. You can control your speaker volume for your sleeper. Lights, sleeper dome lights. Yeah, look, it just turned on above us. So I can turn those off. Powers, obviously plug in your phone. Then you know, that's got to do with the auxiliary in the back. Same with this. So yeah, gives you statuses, gives you your voltage. So that's all your voltage from that battery system that we showed you on that catwalk. Obviously a clock. Oh, you can set an alarm too. That way you're never late for a load. Set your alarm every day. I don't need to hear any excuses anymore. I know we got that. Little light, reading light. So, vents for the side. You can open the vents, get some fresh air into the trucks. And obviously your privacy curtain. That's what this is for. Drivers obviously know, but it snaps into the side of the wall there. Blocks you out. Nobody watches you sleep at night. Cool. It's a cool truck, brand new, 2025, 700 miles on it. Got a few of them coming in. We are hiring drivers. Got a couple massive accounts turned on, and we're looking for guys to come fill it. So if this kind of stuff interests you, you know, we are giving our guys the best equipment we possibly can, the newest. You know, that's the avenue we're going to go. So if you're interested, you know, follow us on our social media, check out our website, give us a call today. Could be driving a truck just like this, just in a matter of time. Thanks.